spindle brake. That'll stop the momentum of your machine, as well as holding it in place when you are adjusting or tightening or loosening your drawbar and taking out your tools. Coming down the side there, you have your quill knob stop. In other words, that's where you can set a certain depth, and I will show you how to use that. Okay, especially like on the last parallels. If you look at that print right in your package, you're going to see one of the last steps you have to not now, Fred. When you look at it, you will see that one of the last things you have to do is you have to chamfer the drill holes. They have to be a certain width, they have to be a certain depth. You can take that knob right there and you can adjust it so that each hole will be exactly even. You don't have to worry about, you know, did I go too deep, did I go too shallow? You can adjust that. You can adjust your quill stop knob and get the same depth and diameter every single time.
Those machines don't have an automatic feed to come down, do they? Just
well, actually they do. Okay, they do. But and that's what this is all about.
I was gonna say those machines don't have that.
No, they don't. But they do have this other lever here. Okay, that when you're doing the fly cutter, when you have to cut the that relief, that radius, you can set it up. And once you've gotten right where you want to radius it out, you can start it and you can hit that lever and it'll come down all on its own. Now the problem with it, and it's not the machine problem, it's the operator problem. Okay, like I told you guys in the beginning, this particular industry requires one big thing from you guys: patience. Okay? A lot of guys have set those levers, turned it on, and it comes down, and it comes down. Okay, and they get frustrated, and they get, oh no, wham! And the next thing you know, the part, the tool, the whole thing is shot to hell. You know? Things in this industry, to a degree, are going to take time. Grinding the tool, doing the hacksaw and the filing on a drill gauge, finding the edge and the center for a drill hole. Now, yeah, it may seem tedious, it may seem time-consuming, it may seem whatever. But you also have to look at the process to the point where, hey, you know what? We're in the middle of the 4th week. A lot of you have never even seen this machine before. Okay? You can't expect to turn it on and start tearing shit up just like that. This takes time. You have to learn your steps and your procedures.
Does it, so it does have a feed for it to come down, does it have different speeders?
So in other words, when you've set this to the depth that you want, right, then this will lock up right up against it, and it won't allow that quill to go any further than the depth that you want. Bottom, way down the bottom. You do have your quill, which is basically that outer cover over the spindle, okay? And the next one is your spindle. Your quill lock, we've kind of used that before to where if you wanted to stop it from coming down, you can lock that in. What I usually do, if I don't want it to come down at all, I will take that nut and I'll lock it all the way up to the top, and I'll also lock it. So that way I know it's not coming down at all, you know? And, you know, like I say, a lot of times it's just my own personal little preference because I don't want anything to distort my part. I don't want to take any chances, you know. I do that when it comes like to the parallels. There's that center channel you got to cut. I make sure that everything is up and locked so that the part is going to come up to my tool, okay, rather than me have to go down. And when you do that, you know, you're going with gravity, and chances are you're going to go way too deep in that channel.
Right.
Okay.
Can you go over examples on how to do that?
Huh?
Can you go over like some examples?
Well, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Yeah. When we get to the parallels and you get to that part, I will show you exactly that. I'm going to show you how to use